Take a look at these photos, Winsha. Isn't it marvelous looking, beautiful, enduring, and eye-catching for us to see? Wouldn't us be inspired and flicking our inner artists to be encouraged to do something as beautiful and pretty as this? Now, let's take a look at this very next picture carefully, okay? What do you see? Is it just a mere mural or an intentional doodle? Certainly not. It is a form of art in a way that a certain artist wants to convey the crucial message towards this society nowadays. Yet, on the picture below, we can see that the mural is already been vandalized by people that don't want to make a change in this world. There are still people that has this shallow thinking, uncreative, and ignorant in this matter. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to everyone that is watching this video right now. My name is Ismi Zulaika Fitri binti Zairi from class AP243A, and here I am to talk about world without art is just meh. You know, when we think of the word meh, it is simply because something is either boring, bland, or even uninteresting. Like our sense of excitement wouldn't tingles when we heard of that word, and it certainly would not pique our interest in it. Same goes with me. I grew up with art around me, and these simple elements makes me a critical thinking person and constantly judging my surrounding. I have always been thankful to my dad, who is an art teacher, and for always involving me with him to do activities related with art. And with his guidance, it helps me to open my eyes and also teaches myself that art is one of the most important aspects that we indeed need in our lives. Just like the previous pictures that I have shown to you guys, we can clearly see that art is inside of everything, let it be in architecture, history, fashion, food industry, photography, music, and many more. Imagine world without art. How can we get a beautiful composed building like Taj Mahal, Colosseum, or even cathedral that is long in history? How can we enjoy eating without an eye preservers? How can we enjoy fashion without art in it? This is because art is inside of all, and to take a blind eye in it is a very big red flag. Okay? And from all of my research, reading, and past experience, it has been brought to my attention that there still exist people stigmas towards art till these days. And it is very concerning following to this generation where we constantly seek for changes. So, why is this matter is still a problem? As an art lover and practitioner, it is time for me to speak up on this matter, which is why I stand here before you guys today to talk about one thing, and that is we must break people's stigma towards art and change it to a life without art is simply dreary. Why do people's stigma occurs in the first place? This is because lack of knowledge that society have about it. According to an article in Japan, as of January 2022, there are a total of 40.9% of parents who agree to spend more money on their children's supplementary tutorial school than sport and art classes. Why do this happen? It is because they think academically aspects is more important for their children's future to chase after university lives and works rather than learning the soft skills and knowledge that actually have in art. And it also taught us the skill that can be guaranteed to help even more in their lives if they value art. Apart from that, parents and teachers' perceptions also not giving enough support on the matter. For instance, in school, Teachers prioritize more on how students will perform and stressing them to deliver well on their exams. This makes them a robot to only remember facts and answers rather than be an actual critical thinkers. They don't let their students to freely use their imaginations. Even schools in Malaysia can be an example on how we don't appreciate art. Like students with low grades and poor exam results will be thrown on the last class and it will be classified as art students. While vice versa for the actual performing students that do very well in their exams. This matter is very unacceptable. Art is not something that is only for the certain type of people. It is a medium for everyone to enjoy, especially where the Western country can be seen as the most famous example of enjoying art in various ways. They don't put bars on something. That is why their country is well developed. Art is what makes them to be critical thinkers and helps their students be academically excellent. Visiting museums, art gallery, or even exhibition that can have that have been prepared by the local artists. This way, we can see the effort and how their works with art and how it can impact in developing ourselves. You know, when joining an exhibition, question from visitors is the most awaited moment for the artists because it is their time to expound and helps us to understand more into their message that they want to deliver in their art. If we look on the self-taught artists and well-established one, we can see the difference between them. Let Van Gogh be an example on how well art can change our life. Even when he is gone, there is still people that appreciate his works and his history never dies. The most recent the most recent exhibition of his artworks in Malaysia was said to be the world most visited immersive exhibition. So, by involving ourselves with art, not only we can learn the beauty of our history by exploring like sculptures or paintings by historians, but we can also unlock our new interests and engage our inner artists to into learning new skills and maybe become our new hobby. And this brings me to my very next point, which is we can also open up ourselves to try different styles of enjoying art. Maybe we can try joining workshops that offers us to learn something. For example, we can try tufting. Maybe you will be wondering, what is tufting? What is it to be clear? Tufting is actually a method of textile making through which yarn is fed into a backing fabric to create a pattern, or simply we call it rug making, which is very popular among younger generations nowadays because they can create their own pattern that they like and it can be kept as a keepsake for them. Other than that, kids can also enjoy making paintings and easy furniture as an early exposure for them to learn art. This way, we can see from joining workshops and activities related with art, it can actually helps us to understand and appreciate more of the value that we learn from producing our own artworks. These are the alternatives that we can do. And millions of people out there already begun their journey in effort to make these changes. And so should you. Now, from all of my points that I have mentioned earlier, I have made it clear that we should put a stop on people's stigma towards art. This instance, because by involving ourselves more into art, it can help us to opens up a new chance for future generations to appreciate the importance of applying art in life. Also, people will be able to apply the basic skills and knowledge that they got to develop themselves in many ways. Maybe someday, when we visiting a small business, a small maybe clothing business, we can know that they actually apply the important aspects of art in their life, and it makes a never-ending history for us ourselves to enjoy. That's all from me. Thank you.